The country's largest federal agency is facing significant cuts.
According to an email, more than 1,100 EPA workers who have been on the job less than a year could be fired at any time.
We're going to fight. We're going to continue to stand up and make sure that every one of these workers knows that they're respected.
The Trump administration canceled more than $1.7 billion in grants and contracts, focusing on projects they say were related to DEI and environmental justice.
In this case, President Trump put out executive orders as it relates to environmental justice with regards to DEI.
Here's a community that suffered from air pollution, has a high disease burden as a result. Finally, the federal government comes. They're going to help build a health clinic and upgrade some infrastructure. You canceled the grant. Is a new health clinic for Thomasville, Georgia, woke?
It is unfortunate to hear that those grants are rescinded. It's likely not legal. A hot day like today when, there could be tree cover, but now there's not going to be because those dollars were rescinded from the federal government. It puts those communities at a real disadvantage.
We're getting new details tonight on more flood prevention projects in our area that are now paused. This comes after FEMA decided to end a grant program that would pay for them.
That program gave vulnerable communities money for such projects as improving stormwater drainage and hardening their electric grids. Without the federal funding, these areas will get flooded. It's not a matter of if, but when, yes?
Yes. Any person that flooded is shocked that it would be considered politics to do flood mitigation.
Earlier today, the Environmental Protection Agency, or EPA, announced plans that would eliminate limits on greenhouse gas emissions for power plants.
The EPA's own data shows that power plants produce about a fourth of all of the emissions, all of the pollution in the United States. If you combined all of the power plants in the U.S. and made them their own country, power plants in the U.S. would be the world's 6th largest emitter of these greenhouse gases that are making the planet hotter. So this is really not good for climate change.
The Trump energy agenda comes down to 3 things: raising your costs, putting people's health in danger, and making us all more vulnerable to the devastation of extreme weather.
This is about the air that we all breathe. Do you want pollution in it or do you not?
The EPA announced it wants to throw out the so-called endangerment finding from 2009, which concluded that greenhouse gases endanger public health and welfare. Getting rid of it will allow the EPA to eliminate rules to reduce climate pollution from cars and trucks. Okay, but you're the Environmental Protection Agency. You're supposed to protect the environment. You're just giving up?
You're saying that greenhouse gases, carbon dioxide, do not endanger human beings and that EPA really shouldn't be in that regulatory business.
This is an all-out assault on the bedrock environmental law that had been bipartisan consensus for decades.